What's up, everybody? It is Danny here with the Fleming Meeple YouTube channel, and I just thought I'd do a little update video because I need to get better about posting some content. Um, so I figure what better than to show you the projects I'm working on because I have a little bit of a problem. I can't seem to focus on just one project at a time. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so we're going to start down here in the basement. There's my fish tank I need to clean and do a water change on sometime when I have a day off this week. So, I'll start here with the bar. Not sure if you remember if I showed it in a couple of videos before. Last time I was down here showing the progress. The bar top had a little elbow armrest on it. So I took that off. I'm going to epoxy the whole thing, the top of it, and put on some meeple glitter. On this front here, I'm going to shiplap it. Make a way over here to where currently uses my painting station, aka my Batman table. So I've got my Chaos Marines, my Free Folk from Song of Ice and Fire, and some of my Joan of Arc minis that, move that out of the way, kind of see them a little better. Joan of Arc minis, and more Joan of Arc minis. And over there that fell on the ground, more Joan of Arc minis. They just keep multiplying. And so when I kind of started with these down here, I started with my Chaos Marines. I did a couple of those, and then I'd move over to Song of Ice and Fire, and I'd get tired of painting that scheme for a little bit, then I'd jump over to Joan of Arc, because it was easier for me to just keep motivated to keep going if I didn't have to continuously paint the same frickin' scheme over and over and over and over. Because you can only paint gold and black so much before you just get sick and tired of it. Anyway, there's my ghost brushes. Got those off of Kickstarter. Fantastic brushes. Absolutely love them. Here's the Cthulhu. No, I have not forgotten about the part of the bet where I would make videos showing the process going through for painting him. I'm working on those. Doing them, got him in pieces, starting with where I primed him black and then base coated him with Death Guard green. Working on the base right now, doing the base coat on the base, starting with the sandy textured areas, doing those in Xandri dust. I actually have a video I'm working on that's part one, that is just me priming and base coating everything. It's a huge figure. So, I'm doing a little bit at a time when I get off work. Maybe, half an hour to an hour each night. It's just a lot to do. And, I mean, the biggest brush I have for my ghost brushes is a number 6. So, yeah, I know. I need to go buy a couple of good flat brushes for doing this to really be able to knock it out quicker. But I'm working with what I got right now. So it's just taking me a little bit of time. And I don't really have an exact timeline or deadline to finish this, because the game doesn't even ship until like November or December. What I did get done down here with my lovely wife's help is artwork is hung on the walls. Got a couple spots that I needed to fill in with some horizontal pieces, so I went to a toy convention this past weekend, Imperial Commissary Collectors Convention, ICCC, and I picked up, I picked up this book, but one of the cool pieces I got is this Darth Maul from Beambuzz Art, which I will have a link to their Instagram below in the description here. I just thought that was really cool. Kind of walked around, looked at some other stuff for a little bit, came back and bought that. And then I got a cool Boba Fett print and Sabine print. I met the artist name is Nick. Forgot what his last name is, but he's in our Georgia Alliance Star Wars Collectors group, as well as Bespin Prime and a couple other Star Wars collector groups. I'm going to have a link to his Instagram below too. Definitely check out both of their pages and their artwork. Fantastic artwork. Also picked up a couple of figures because it's a toy convention. Kind of have to pick up some figures. Can't pick up just artwork and books at a toy convention. But I did get the masterpiece Anakin Skywalker that is in fantastic shape and complete with the book written by Steve Sansweet, who was at the convention, who signed the box for me. I also bought his book, which is somewhere underneath here. Here it is. Inspired by the Force, Star Wars fan artifacts and art. Picked that up, got that signed by him. Gus and Duncan's Guide to Prototypes and their price guide. Got those. So I've got a little bit of just flipping through and reading to do between those 4 things and the C-3PO between those 5 things. But anyway, yeah, that's it down here. So let's go up and I'll show you what I'm working on in the garage. And then right there with my orbital sander on there is the 4x6 table that I am stripping down and going to stain. I had originally tried staining it earlier and bought the wrong kind of stain. I bought the kind that has the the stain and poly 2-in-1. Putting that down is not as simple as brush it on, wipe off. It requires a lot more going into it, a lot more that I'm used to with a stain. So instead, stripping all that off, I've just got a little bit left there to go, and then on the side rails. And then I'm going to restain it and seal it, and that'll be my new game table for the basement. I have to find a home for the Batman table. Yeah, so that's projects I've got working on right now. Like I said, I have a little trouble focusing on just one thing at a time. And I should probably get better about that, because right now I'm taking a break from Cthulhu and hopping back on to working on the table again. And after I get done working on the table some more, then I'm going to hop over to painting some more minis again. It's just a vicious cycle. It keeps going and going. My project list never seems to shrink. But that's it. Those are the projects I'm working on right now. It's just a little bit of a channel update. Stay tuned for more. Thanks.